Hi everybody, it's me, Shanda. Yes, again, and I'm probably gonna say it again, but I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube recording anything. I personally don't want to put out anything that I haven't heard from God to say. I don't want to just put out anything for the sake of putting out anything. So this topic, I really felt like it's a topic that I dealt with, and a topic that I feel that I'm overcoming. And I think it would be a good topic to help other people that are dealing with this and that need help. So the topic is times and seasons, and knowing when is the right time to start something, when is not the right time to start something, and just understanding that there's a season for everything. Ecclesiastes 3, chapter 1 through 8 says, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing." That scripture speaks volumes to me, and it was actually my husband who brought that scripture to my attention. For a little while ago, I was in a predicament where we needed to get extra funds in our household, and God had gifted me with talents. He has blessed me with singing. He's blessed me with knowing how to sew my own clothing and things like that. And so I said, you know what, I'm just going to open up an Etsy shop, and I'm going to sell skirts or whatnot. Little did I know it wasn't my time to do that. I was, in essence, I was trying to work things out and do things in my own strength and not really discern the timing for it. And I was just looking up things on how to do pricing, on how to do certain things, and just how to sew certain things. And I was looking at other people and how they did it and how they ran their Etsy shop or their skirt businesses. The one thing though that I didn't do, that I was afraid to do, was consult the Lord. My thought behind that is, if I consulted the Lord, I knew that he would say no, and I didn't want to hear the no because I knew our need at the time. Needless to say, there was a sister in my church who saw what I was doing, and her and I were really close, and I respected the things that she had to share with me and her advice. So she told me that it wasn't time for me to do have my own skirt business at the time, and it was really hard for me to accept that because of the situation that we were in at the time. But needless to say, I listened and I obeyed. How do you know that it's the wrong time? How do you know that it's the wrong season? For me personally, looking back, I recognize that I was hustling. I was trying to do it by myself. Like I said, in my own strength. I wasn't praying, asking for direction on how I should do this thing. I realized I was looking more at what other people were doing, how other people were doing, and I was imitating them. I wasn't being unique to what I wanted to do, what I wanted to create. I wasn't being unique and being me, being authentic. And being authentic is so important, so important in every aspect of your life. Being authentic, seriously. So if you find yourself striving, like working really hard to do a certain thing, whether that's to start a business, whether that's to go back to school, whether that's to find a spouse, it might not be your season to start that thing. How do you know when it's your time and when it's your season? For me personally, things just seem to flow. Things just seem to connect. Like when you acknowledge God in everything that you do and you ask him and he gives you the okay, once you have that okay from God, it's like everything kind of just falls into place and it happens pretty quickly. You won't have to promote what you're doing as hard as you would if God has had his hand upon that thing in the timing. There was one thing I recognized, was the fact that when I wanted to start my own skirt business, my intentions were kind of all wrong. My intentions were to get money. Let's just be real. That was what I was after. I was trying to, in essence, help my family, but also it was, for me, I needed things. I had a desire to look nice and, all these things. So that was the main focus for me and the main goal for me. So just because the idea that you have might not be a bad idea, it might be a God idea, but the timing is completely wrong because of your focus, because of your motives. So really think about, what are your intentions for what you're trying to do? Is it an idea from God, or is it your own idea? Are you doing it to bring God glory, or are you doing it to bring yourself glory? Are you doing it for you? So just remember, all things work on times and seasons. There's a time for everything. So really try to be mindful of your times and your seasons and what the Lord is saying to you. So I hope this was very encouraging to you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you are free to do so, and I would love it if you would join me on this journey. So again, I plan to be posting more, guys. Thank you for sticking with me and subscribing to my channel. Everyone that is new, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you took the time to subscribe. I will be back with more videos. Talk to you guys soon.